Motherfucker, I know you ain't my face. Motherfucker, get out of my face. I'm telling you. Motherfucker, I said, get out my goddamn face. I don't want to put up with you. I mean, not Dapper Dan. Dave. He was looking right at me. And I said, you want to come up? And then I called him by the wrong name. And then he's still looking dead at me. I was like, Dave. So Dapper Dave. Come on, let's do this. Okay, this is Dapper Dave's fourth time micing. So everybody give it up for Mr. Dapper Dave. Oh wait, that's my microphone. Shit, I'm off my game, bitches.
I recently asked my wife about, if she would support me doing comedy, and she said as long as it's clean. Well, I don't know about that. I recently saw a post that asked, before I get in shape, does anybody like me chubby? And it got me thinking, what does my wife see in my 315-pound body? I asked her, and she said, your face. And lots of ice cream up in that body. So, there's a lot of talk about body positivity, but, not everybody can be fat and happy. In fact, I don't think anybody can be fat and happy about it, right? Nobody's really fat and happy about it, except the Venezuelans. If you find a fat Venezuelan,
hey, Dave,
the motherfucker's happy.
Dave, step back right there. There you go, right there.
If you find a fat Venezuelan, you know that motherfucker is happy because those bitches are starving over there.
We gave you the courtesy laugh.
But you can be both fat and happy, though. Like, just not about being fat, But you can be both. When Blue Bell ice cream goes on sale, I'm one happy fatty. All right. I grew up in a pretty white family, in a pretty white neighborhood, and in fact, my family is so white that my mom's recipe for potato salad is just potatoes and mayonnaise. And she hates that joke. But that's okay, because I hate her potato salad. I think the trans community is onto something, and that the Christians are actually wrong about this whole thing. They're going about this the whole wrong way. The Bible does say that if your right hand causes you to sin, you should cut it off. Yeah. I see some people grow up in the church. I recently got tested because I don't want the ghost of Christmas past to come back and bite me in the ass. And those last two jokes have nothing to do with each other. But names are important. My boy Dante gave me my nickname. It's Dapper Dave, and I went home and I wrote a rap song about it. I thought it was pretty cool. I am ridiculous. Got my little hat and look meticulous. In school I failed math, hate arithmetic, but now I sell mortgages and it's legit. And I was really proud about that. I shared it with Dante. I said, what do you think? He said, I think you should stop appropriating black culture. It's like, damn, that's a pretty bad burn, but he's like my best friend. And 2 weeks later, we're on the way to a show, and he called me and said, hey man, I'm gonna be late. And I said, what happened? He said, well, I got pulled over for speeding. And I said, well, what'd they do? He said, man, they let me off with a warning. And he was really proud about that, until I told him he should stop appropriating white culture. Who likes that joke is Dante. And who hates that joke though? White women. A lot of white women hate that joke. But speaking of white women, did you guys hear about what happened on Valentine's Day at the grocery store in South Carolina last year? It was a real tragic story. And there were two women arguing about who had the right of way. The driver was arguing with the pedestrian. And the driver proceeded to spit out the window at the pedestrian. And that bitch had to be white, because she got out of her car and walked into the grocery store like she was going to finish her shopping. And while she was on her way in, the other lady grabbed her gun and shot her dead in the parking lot. And it's very tragic, but how dumb do you have to be die and be on the wrong side of that argument? Bitch, you did not have the right of way. Not at all. Matter of fact, all this is pretty fucked up, but the most fucked up about this whole thing is all this could have been prevented if she'd have just swallowed. Second most fucked up thing about this thing is she left behind 4 kids, and they too could have been prevented if she'd have just swallowed.
Oh.
The third most fucked up thing is I wrote that joke the day it happened. But names are important. We recently bought a house, and I had a pest guy come over, and he was treating my house for pests, and he said, "Man, you look familiar. I think I did your other house." I said, "Oh yeah, we just bought this house." He said, "Man, it's a move up. I want to really buy a house." I said, "Well, I can help you with that. I do mortgages." And he was like, "No, man, I got a pass." And I was like, "No, man, I got a pass too. I used to be a heroin addict 18 years ago. But not the kind that suck dick for a fix. 'Cause, you know, I just think that's a little too far. Besides, I think blowjobs should be for free. And that would be kind of contradictory if I charged." So, you know, I told him, I was like, "Everybody's got a past. I can still help you with a mortgage. Tell me about your past." He gives me his name. He says his name is Eric Walker. And I said, "Where'd you live the last 2 years?" He goes, "Well, I was in Rikers Island." "What happened?" "Well, I shot my best friend 15 times in the chest. I walked in on him fucking my girlfriend when she was pregnant with my baby." And I was like, "What?" It just really rocked my world. But he just kept on going and telling me about this. And I said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "Man, they let me off with a crime of passion. I did 5 years in Rikers, and now I'm out. I'm a hard-working man, and I really just want to get a new start." I said, "Well, man, I can help you with that, but, you know, that's pretty deep. You know, names really are important. This man murdered his best friend, and he walked." And after that, he asked me if he could dump my dog's dish. He had spilled some pellets in my dog's bowl. And I said, "What the fuck? You killed your best friend, and now you're trying to kill my dogs too." And that's my time.
Yeah. Hold on to the microphone there. Dapper Dave. He told me his name, and then outside I was like, "Dapper Dan." Because I was like, "Dapper Dan, I know that from the movie." But I was wrong, it's Dapper Dave. And then you said clean comedy. You said clean. See, the thing is, clean comedy's not funny. Nobody likes that, not around here. And then also, whenever I was a kid, I used to listen to Bill Cosby with my dad, and that was supposedly clean comedy, but it turns out he was like, he was getting that sleepy vagina backstage because he stole the damn medication from the dentist. And he was just doing a bit on stage about the dentist. Talking about obity cavity. That's what she said. He said, and gave him again a courtesy laugh. "Oh yeah, Onion fucked you up." This is okay. See, I ain't said nothing to Onion, but I was supposed to talk to him. You know what I'm saying, about his behavior sometimes. You know what I'm saying. He's a grown man though. You can't tell him much. You know what I'm saying. But he told you need to step back, and you interrupted your whole thing, and then everybody courtesy laughed, and then I wrote down. Then they gave you a courtesy laugh, and then just then, Onion was like, "They gave you that was a courtesy laugh. That was a courtesy laugh." And I was like, "Damn!" And then I wrote that down that he had to explain what it was. You know, you really white. That is true. Your mama was big mad about that joke about her potato salad, but I tell you just gotta tell the truth sometimes. White women, you talk about it. Murder, I don't know, murder not that funny sometimes. I mean, shit, bitch got shot in the back, you know what I'm saying? What's funny about that shit? But you're right, she shouldn't have did that, but I mean, it shouldn't lead to people killing. You shouldn't kill, you know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say about that. Merry Christmas. What you gotta say there, Seven Holmes?
I think you're gonna be famous as fuck. And I gave you all 5, so you're awesome. I don't think you're fat, man.
Yeah.
You're just a big dude.
Nice.
You know, I read somewhere that big boned thing was a real thing. You look like you might be big boned. That's all that is. What you got to say, Onion?
We'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The standing back, you got to remember that they're filming it for you.
I didn't even know that.
Okay, they're filming it for you?
Yeah, that's just pointing out that I'm back on my job once
I'm glad I
again.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
'Cause I
okay.
wouldn't have
Well,
wanted
they're
to.
filming it for you.
Yeah.
If anybody's doing that, especially on the stages right there, a lot of comedians when they're starting out, they have a habit of standing out of the light. They want to see their audience. If the lights are in your eyes, that means that the camera can see you and they can see you, and they can see a lot more of your facial features as well. So that being said, you've got great content, great personality on there. You're looking at your phone, you're reading things. When you get those memorized and they're just flowing, like Seven said, man, you're going places. That is really good content and really great personality. stay in the light so that they can see your facial features.
Damn, you already famous, Dave. Shit, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody give it up for Dapper Dave.
That's his name, and he can't wear it out, bitches.